Looked like it was Josh Collins who had him in the backfield. This time it is a handoff to Wilkett around the right side. He's got grass! Jason Wilkett, 41 yards! His third of the day! Jason Wilkett has touchdowns from 2, 51, and now 41 yards. He's almost at 100 yards on those 3 touchdown runs alone. And Wilburton, an extra point away from having a 20-0 lead. Now, again, the benefit of that late head out of bounds is that Panama does not need to go for chunk plays if they don't want to. They can dink and dive. Smith goes down to the right hip on the motion. Siemens looks, winds up, and incomplete. Is that picked off? Wilburton's acting like they have the ball. I haven't seen any indication by the officials. Wilburton fans thinking that they have it. Wilburton thinks they have it. The officials agree. Intercepted by Wilburton. And who else but Braden Gross-Nicholas? 4th down and goal to go. Wilburton trying to get off the field. Play clock down to 10. 2:15 to play in the third quarter. Siemens in the gun and a timeout, Panama. Play clock was getting too low, and Chris Ford takes his team's first timeout here of the half. Welcome back here into the broadcast booth under our red pavilion here in Wilburton. Zach Smith, Cade Reed. Cade, 4th down, goal to go. What are you calling here?
If I'm Panama right now, I am putting the ball up in the air for Ropo level. I'm going for that jump ball situation. It's a 7-yard. They're on about the 7-yard line. They have shown that they can get down here with the run, but the run is slowed down. And you can't really rely on the legs of Siemens. I think right now is where you get that arm of Siemens out there. Level is your big target. Try to target him towards that corner pylon.
Let's go ahead and talk about how we got here to this score. Second quarter, Jason Wilkett, a 5-yard touchdown run, made it 7-0 after Troy Johnston sent that ball through the uprights. And Wilburton led for the majority of that first half until the end couple of minutes where it was a 1-yard touchdown run by Aaron Siemens and then a 2-point conversion to Rutherford. But here on this drive, the big play that's looming large, Troy Johnston with a good tackle brings Siemens to the ground on a QB scramble. Siemens goes down, holds at his knee, and we have not seen that same mobility out of the junior QB since that moment. And it was nothing dirty, it was just an incidental play, but certainly one that looms large here at 2:15 to play in the third.
Yeah, absolutely. And the last time Panama was in the red zone, they relied on the legs of Siemens. They scored that 1-yard touchdown with Siemens running the football. They moved with that QB sneak up the middle, and that's kind of been taken out of the equation. Now, he's moving a lot better than he was about 5 plays ago, so he's looking like he's a little bit better.
And Ty Smith back in the game at tailback. Man in motion is Rutherford. Siemens takes it, 4th down and goal, rolls right, looking for Rutherford, who's going to take it, throw it, it is incomplete. Good stop there by the Wilburton defense. Rutherford had it in his hands. Second drop in the red zone on this drive, and Wilburton gets off the field on defense.
Yeah, and for Panama, you obviously want to convert, you want to score on that play, but the bright side on that play is Siemens looked very quick. He looked very good moving to his right, and that's a good sign for a guy who banged up his knee just a few plays ago.
You go back 2-3 plays. Rutherford had a walk-in touchdown if he makes a completed catch. The senior wide receiver struggled a little bit on that possession, and now Wilburton gets the ball back, 2:10 to play, but deep inside their own end. Ball on the 7-yard line. Wilkett, the lone set back in the pistol. Gross-Nicholas takes, handoff to the senior. Wilkett spins out of a tackle, but he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage. This is what Panama has done here in the second half. When they have forced Jason Wilkett to go east-west, that is where this team has had success.
Yeah, and this defense has been very patient here in the second half. Yeah, that's a really good tackle right there. Wilkett was looking for the hole, but everybody stayed home. Nobody tried to force themselves to make a play. They trusted that they were going to be where they needed to be.
2nd down and 10. Wilkett's still out there. This is the heavy tight end set. Now you got trips over there to the left-hand side of the screen. Gross-Nicholas takes it, Pitch play, trying to get this going again. Wilkett saw success in the first half, sees more. First down, and is just tripped up. Good play there by Lovell to keep him from going the distance. Jason Wilkett that close to breaking it down.
Yeah, got him on a shoestring tackle. Tremendous play defensively. Lovell was involved in it. Chris Gray also involved in that tackle, but man, Wilkett almost broke one.
Jason Wilkett with a touchdown every game this season. That streak goes back a long ways for him. Jason Wilkett, a multi-sport athlete, can play football, basketball, baseball. I've talked to a lot of people on Eastern's campus that have said Jason Wilkett might be a better baseball player than he is a better football player, and you see him out on the field here tonight. I disagree heartily. Trips out there to the right. Wilkett behind the quarterback, Gross Nicholas, and it's going to go right back to Wilkett. Good hold up the left side, and a lot more. Goodbye, Jason Wilkett. From one side to the other. Wilkett, 3 straight games over 100 yards. Touchdown, Wilburton.
78 yards to the house. What a play right there for Jason Wilkett. And he just found the hole. And when he gets that space, he is the fastest guy on the field, and nobody was catching him there.
Oh, boy, you thought he had an opportunity to break it a minute ago on the pitch. Jason Wilkett did not hesitate, running, breaking tackles, and Wilburton an extra point away from making this a 6-point game. Johnston in to attempt the extra point, 1 for 1 on the day. Good snap, good hold. The kick will follow that trend. 14-8 the score after Jason Wilkett houses one here at home.
Yeah, and that's exactly what this Wilburton team wants to do. They want those big-time plays from their running back. They have a lot of trust in him, and they've designed this offense for him for good reason, because this is exactly the type of play that he does. And I believe that's not even his biggest run of the season. I think he had an 80-plus yard run earlier this year.
82.
So 2 78-plus yard runs in 3 games. You don't see that too often.
Jason Wilkett is the lifeblood of this team. 6 touchdowns, which, by the way, was how many he had over the last 3 games coming into this one. So here already in the first 3 games of the season, 6 touchdowns already for the senior Jason Wilkett. Man, oh man, this kid can fly.
Yeah, and I want to make the mention, for Jason Wilkett, he is 10th in the state of Oklahoma in rushing yards. He's 6th in the state of Oklahoma in yards per game. And in 2A2 football, he is 1st in rushing yards, 107 yards more than the runner in 2nd place. Now, that is in 2A2 football, so the district or the conference that Wilburton is in, but he's absolutely one of the best across the state.
Wilburton, 2 touchdowns on their 2 drives, both coming from number 2. 2 seems to be the lucky number for the Diggers here tonight. Having a fun time here on the home opener. And away we go. A little onside kick here by Wilburton. Going to take a bounce. Hey, have a chance! And it's going to be just taken in by Panama. Oh, Austin Brooks with the slam on the ground. He thought he had it. And Wilburton trying to keep that momentum going. Oh, baby, that's a good call there by Troy Johnston.
And I actually just got word. Jason Wilkett has been sick all week.
Wow.
So he's doing this.
Flu game.
Not at 100%. So just the capability that this guy has is very, very impressive.
So Panama takes over a really, really good drive on their last time out, but certainly hindered by the mobility of their junior quarterback. They got the run to get down there, and now you got to somehow get through this momentum. That is held by Wilburton. 14-8 the score. 28 seconds to go here, quarter number 3. It isn't homecoming yet, but man, oh man, you would not be able to tell. This Wilburton crowd is electric. And I mean, these stands were always full last year, but this might be more full than I saw in my first down here. Siemens takes it, looks to throw. He's going to check it down, and it's dropped. Miscommunication there between the running back and Reuben Morgan and the QB and Siemens. Tried to get the play action, but Morgan didn't go the right way. Siemens turned the wrong way. Blown up at the line of scrimmage, 2nd down and long.
Yeah, the communication on that one was a little interesting because clearly somebody was doing something they weren't supposed to, whether it was Siemens or Morgan. That pass was intended for Morgan, but Morgan wasn't looking for it, as it looked like Morgan was out trying to block for potentially a run or a screen pass to somebody else.
The offensive lineman and Tristan Jordan got in the way as well. 2 receivers out left. Here's the snap and a handoff. No, kept it is going to be Siemens. He's going to be wrapped up in the backfield, and Wilburton came to play here in quarter 3. Jason Wilkett scored a touchdown a moment ago. He's big and in on that tackle, 3rd down and long, and that will likely be the end of the third quarter as we're down to 10 seconds.
Yeah, and big touchdown plays ignite a team, and it has surely ignited this defense here.
3rd down and 10 on the other side of this break. Wilburton, the lone scorer in the 3rd, and it comes on the hands of Jason Wilkett. 12 more minutes of football still to play here in Wilburton. Folks, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.